Hello, Internet, and welcome to Slang 101. I don't normally sit here, and I don't normally say that, but it's wonderful to see everyone here today. And thank you for joining us. We're going to play some Monster of the Week. If you are a regular here on our channel and you're used to seeing Savannah talking right now, I'm sorry. I also would rather her be sitting here, but unfortunately she's playing. She is laying in bed, sick right now, and I hope that she's feeling better or is by the end of the stream, but she was not feeling up to running this game here today. So I'm doing another one shot. If you were here for our last one shot, which I think was, God, was that almost a year ago to the day? Because it was a Valentine's Day one shot, wasn't it? Welcome back. We are going to be we'll talk about once we get into it. It's going to be mostly the same universe where everybody's playing the characters they normally play, and not that much is going to be different. If you want to see anything else we have going on our channel as part of our normal schedule or lineup, you can see the full list of all the shows that we have going on here on GGK below our faces here live on Twitch. If you're watching us on YouTube some point in the future, head over to our Twitch page and you can see whatever we're doing right now. Our next stream after this one will be Tuesday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if Savannah's feeling better. She's going to be running a Land of Eam game, which is a new game that's being developed by the makers of Rickety Stitch, which is a very adorable graphic novel series. It's really fun. We are going to play skeletons and oozes and boggarts and go and do some fantasy shenanigans, but that's gonna be at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm gonna let the lovely players, my co-cast here, introduce themselves and talk about who they're playing today and anything they've got going on in their lives, and then we'll get going. And I think first up is Rob.
Oh boy, am I. Hi, I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus underscore stage underscore Rob. And I'm playing Dr. Professor Hinks. He's a science boy. He likes the action. He's got a laser cannon and a lightning gun, and he's ready to do some science. Yeah.
I'm Christina Said. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Said, mostly shit posting. Or I'm on here a couple nights a week. The next it is Elegant Magic's week, Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern here in Game Nights. Come and check it out. And right now I am playing Salgaz. Woohoo! She's back for a little bit. She's the chosen. She's monstrous too, but she's mainly chosen. You know. Like you do.
Next is LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackup. You can find me at LB Hackup on the Twitters and the Twitches. On Twitch, we just reached 200 followers, so we're going to be doing a giveaway of some stickers and some cool merch that we got for our channel. Check the tweet that I'm going to post probably during this game. To enter to win that. Yeah, I'm playing Abby, the expert, the hex. She's a hexpert.
I just wanted to let that sit for a bit.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, but you can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I sometimes play games with my friends and also play games with all these lovely people throughout the week. Whenever I'm live, I will post. Today I'll be playing Ajax, the Initiate. He's a fighty boy, and he just wants to make sure Abby's okay. Or else Sal will probably kick his ass. Not probably, will kick his ass.
And rounding things out, I am Val, the Kraken's Crown, on Twitter and Twitch. Normally I am here playing Win or Hector, but today I am the keeper of mysteries and monsters and mayhem. And we're gonna see how this all goes. My full schedule, I'm here whenever we're live. You know me. and let's get going. So I don't have any recap to do, so I'm just going to change music. I don't know what any of these songs are because it's Savannah's list. I'm just going to start clicking. Yeah, there we go. That's the jam I wanted. Where we pick up is several weeks prior to the last events where we left off with Mothman and fake Mothman. It is still the summer. Win and Victoria are overseas in Europe. Sal is alive. Hinks is doing weird experiments and looking for Bigfoot. And
everyone else is doing cool shit, and Sal's alive. Hey.
And Abby and Ajax, the two of you, with Ajax visiting from whatever Greek isle he hails from, visiting and hanging out in the Haven currently. Everything is been calm for. Can I help you?
Grandpa.
Excuse me. He suddenly decided he wanted to talk to me, so I'm going to be petting him while I'm talking right now. You're hanging out in the Haven. It's relatively quiet for the past few days as you're home on summer break. When you get a phone call, Abby, from one Win Crowley.
Hello?
You can hear some waves crashing in the background and some sounds of some birds squawking. And Win sort of yells in the phone over the sound of the wind, says, Hey, Ab, is that you?
Yeah, where are you?
We're at the beach right now. Sorry, you busy?
Not at the moment. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I was wondering if you guys aren't dealing with something right now. I just got a call from Haley, and it looks like there's a job potentially in Cedar Grove. They don't have any fangs out there right now to deal with it, and I didn't know if y'all might be able to pick it up and cover for me.
She kind of looks over at Ajax and puts the phone up to her chest. Wynn says he has a job for us. I know that we're kind of on vacation. Did you want to skip on this, or? Yeah. yeah, just send over the details.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't really get much from her. You can, there should be a local, there's like a news article about it. Victim's name is Richard Davis. Should be able to find the stuff online. I don't really know much anything else, but that should give you a place to start at least.
Okay, well, have fun on your trip, and tell Victoria I say hi.
Yeah, will do. Speaking of which, I gotta go. Yeah, if you need anything, don't call. And he hangs up.
Well, it's nice to know that Wynn hasn't changed at all. So apparently there's been a death. Richard Davis is the victim.
Is this official business or?
Well, it's not. I mean, it's official business, but it's not like your order's official business. So
Good, because I'm really tired of not being able to talk.
I told you I'm working on the telepathic thing.
Work faster, and you'll just like poke her in the head.
I think we should call the gang. What do you think?
All right, who's around?
Well, Travis is gone for the week. Sal, and then there's that new guy, Hinks. I think it'd be good for you to meet him.
As long as he keeps the needles away from me, I think I'll be fine.
Well, just don't tell him you're not fully human all the time. I don't know. All right. She's gonna call up Sal.
Okay. So you get a phone call from Abby.
Probably was working. What's up?
Hey, I got a call from Win. I assume he says hello, though he didn't.
Yeah, he's probably just
and-
full of cheese. What's up? You're in
He
Italy,
said that
what?
there's a case that we might need to look into. Richard Davis was the victim, so I was thinking that was something that we could do.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're not busy.
I'm never really. Dave. Yeah, I'm leaving. I don't care. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll be there in 10.
Okay. I'm gonna call Hanks.
Oh yeah. Do we know anything about the guy that kicked it?
No, not yet. I just thought I'd get everyone together first. Do you think I should invite him to the Haven?
Off in the
Line's
distance.
quiet for a second.
We could get coffee.
Want to get coffee?
Yeah, let's. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Coffee, caffeine, just we're all tip top. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's meet at Black Magic in like 20.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Calls up Hanks.
Hanks, whatever you're doing right now, you got a phone call from Abby too.
Oh boy. He'll pick up the phone. Just hello?
Hanks?
Yes.
I can't really hear you. Are you underwater?
No, I'm in the warehouse.
Oh. Well, we had another case pop up. Would you mind meeting us for coffee just to kind of check it out?
What kind of monster?
We don't know yet. I just need to look into it. I need your looks at Ajax. Incredibly scientific mind on this one.
I'll be right there in a jiffy. Don't you worry.
All right.
I mean, you might as well put his brain in a jar if you're gonna phrase like that.
I'm just saying. I didn't want to have to argue with him.
Can we take the Tesla?
Yeah.
Yes.
Beep, beep.
So you hop in the Tesla and head over to meet the crew at Black Magic, the coffee shop downtown. Does Hank show up in his hazmat suit, which is what I was assuming he was in, or
Good guess. No, but the Winnebago definitely pulls up, and you like see him like kind of rustling in the window, trying to take it off. Just
the whole Winnebago is kind of shifting and stuff as he's changing in the front seat. Some woman walking past, walking her dog, sees this happening and quickly starts running.
and yeah, he'll come out, just strapping on his goggles back on his forehead.
All right. Hanks is the last one, I'm assuming, to file into the coffee shop.
Yeah, and he reeks of sulfur.
Oh my gosh. Hanks,
Hello.
why are you so smelly?
I beg your pardon?
Sitting in front of a hellmouth. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, it smells like home.
Oh, yes. I was doing a bit of. Oh, I suppose I should have probably hopped in the chemical shower beforehand.
Yeah, that's why I put it there, Hanks.
Oh no, I have one in the Winnebago.
Oh.
I mean, maybe the supermarket sells like some tomato paste sauce,
That's skunks, not mind.
sulfur.
That's all right.
Let's just
Professor
sit outside,
Stinks
okay?
was thrown in the chat, by the way. Just FYI.
I appreciate that.
Let's just sit outside, okay, guys?
The
Yeah.
barista encourages this as Hanks walks in.
He just
and-
sort of waves semi-apologetically at the. It's probably not contaminated.
So, not only are you sulfuric, you might be radioactive.
Oh no, not radioactive. I'm unaware of what the demon plane has to offer in terms of, I guess their equivalent of radioactivity.
I'm sorry.
Let's wait a second before we talk about this.
I think it's more the
Ajax?
heat that'll get you, if anything.
Mm,
Is the
mm.
radioactivity? Like, I guess maybe that's the hell's equivalent of like, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. It's not the fire, it's the radiation. I only thought about it.
I'll be honest, I thought the heat was part of the whole fire and brimstone mythological thing, but perhaps I should put some flame retardant in it.
Yeah, it's fucking hot.
Okay.
Why
You're
do you
not
think I can
planning
wear a
on
leather jacket all year round?
I had never considered that.
You're not considering going in the Hellmouth, right?
The what? There. Where?
It's. Don't worry about it. It's contained. I'll tell you
Yeah,
about it
very,
later.
very contained. And
you use words like hellmouth around me?
I promise it's under control. If it was something that we needed your help with, I would absolutely let you know, okay?
Walks over to the barista, orders like a Deadeye, or what is it? It's like
Red
double red eye, coffee,
Yeah.
and espresso.
Yes. Just full
Okay.
caffeine, 100% caffeine content.
So, anybody hear about this Richard Davis guy who died?
Eh,
Uh,
what's funky about it?
I don't know. Abby looks it up on her phone.
Okay. You pull up you kind of do a quick Google search. Richard Davis, Cedar Grove. What I'll give you initially, without even making rolls or anything, is you pull up a news article from this morning, only like probably a few hours ago, that Richard Davis, 45, local pharmacist, was found suspected of was found dead in his suburban home by his wife. It's still under investigation. Police suspect foul play due to the suspicious nature of his death.
Suspicious nature, death.
The article itself doesn't give any details on the death itself, but that just that it was found several hours ago. Police are currently investigating. In fact, I think there's like a live news broadcast, and you can see like one of the anchors currently speaking outside of probably like down the street from the home, which is currently like police taped off. A couple of patrol cars outside. Currently, like as of right now, there are police on scene.
Okay, so, I mean, Wynn said that the order gave him this case, so it's probably something. So we should probably check it out.
Right.
Does the order have any information on it then?
Wynn said no. But if it triggered their radar, then it must be something. They probably haven't done an autopsy yet, but we could probably go to the police. We could probably go to the crime scene and, use magic to see what happened.
Yeah, we could do that. I can ask around too. I think some of my team is still here in Cedar Grove.
Okay.
I say go to the stores.
Yeah.
Either
Quick
that or-
text blast from Ajax. Yo. Look out for XYZ.
Okay. Yeah, you just get a lot of like 10-4. Okay.
Thumbs up
Thumbs up.
emojis.
Yeah.
All right. So we go there and see what's up.
What do you think works better? FBI, CIA, or CDC?
Oh my god, I forgot you have all those.
I also have a health inspector's kit.
CDC. He was
yeah,
a
that one makes
pharmacist,
everyone run.
and people don't usually ask a lot of questions. Okay, Hinks, you and I, we have your lab coats, right, in your car.
I'm wearing one.
Oh, is that supposed to be white? Maybe you should do the shower thing.
Alrighty then. And
Sorry.
he'll pop.
Sorry, Victoria bled in there a little bit. Just a hint.
Yeah, it is kind of a beige color right now.
Cream.
Yeah, cream. Ugh. You
Yeah, he'll pop in. Get cleansed.
no, I do have to. This absolutely isn't. It's just like wasting time. Your chemical shower. You just like step in, like fully clothed, chemical bath, like air dry, comes back out wearing exactly the same thing as before, just having
Just clean.
just clean.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys hear the sound of some industrial air drying equipment for a minute or two from inside Hinks's Winnebago, and then comes stepping out, squeaky clean. Hair just like blasted back.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You look great. Okay.
So you load up into the Tesla, and all of you head towards the scene of the crime. Not too far away, outskirts, suburban area of Cedar Grove. A few streets down. Not like more of a neighborhood than like a community. So it's on a public road, but that has been cordoned off by the police. On either end with big pylons and some police tape. You reach the kind of parking along the side of the street, a couple houses down from the house that actually has the police and the paramedics coming in and out of it. Currently, it looks like the what's the word I'm looking for? Crime scene investigators are on site. Doing their thing, but from this distance, it looks like they're kind of filtering out, probably hitting the end of their investigation. As you reach the police barricade, who's point on this one?
Probably the
Ajax.
dude with the badge.
Is everyone wearing lab coats? Is that what we're going up as?
I think
maybe
Hanks
just-
put the hazmat suit back on.
I was gonna say, do you have another one of those like jumpsuit things? I feel like that just might, like,
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe I have a spare.
that'd be great.
So 2 hazmat suits.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll just wear a lab coat.
Lab coat. How's Ajax presented right now?
Lab coat over a hoodie.
Okay, perfect.
He's the
The
intern.
the police officer that is stationed at this barricade kind of holds up a hand as you're approaching, sees the Tesla and all of you filing out looking official, says, I'm sorry, who are you?
Jake Waller, CDC. We're here to check out the scene.
CDC. Oh, I didn't get any. Why CDC here?
Keep it between you and me. There might have been some sort of microbial infection that might have caused this. We don't want to cause a panic, so keep it kind of hush hush. It's not contagious. It might be. Well, we haven't figured it out yet. But
You haven't touched the body, correct?
No, ma'am. I have been inside the house. I've been here since I got here.
That's perfect. That's very good police work. We need to make sure that none of the infection will transfer.
Well, all right. The detectives inside. They've got the. Should I radio them? Let them know to get out of the house, or they're gonna have to like fumigate or something, or.
As long as the body hasn't been moved, I think we'll be okay. But we do need the area clear.
Okay. Go to since Ajax is taking point, you roll to manipulate. And Abby, you can potentially assist if needed.
cool, because my charm is 0.
Oh, boy.
My charm is -1, so we're not the people who should be talking.
I mean, 7.
7, that is a partial success. I don't think you'll be able to get that up to a 10 unless you've got something I don't know about. So on a partial success with manipulate, 7 and 9, they do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show them that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. He sort of pauses and he says, I mean, I don't have the authority to get everyone out of the house. I can radio Detective Hall, and you can talk to her. She's on the scene right now. But you should hurry though, because there are people in the house, and if there's some sort of macrobiological or whatever you called it, infection, then we. Yeah. Go ahead. He kind of like pulls the pylon aside.
God, I had this.
Oh, wonderful.
Val tries to like make her muscles look bigger by doing this, like in the hazmat suit.
Crinkle, crinkle.
You all he kind of escorts you past very quickly. You can hear him come over the radio and says, this is Officer Downs, Detective Hall. We've got some CDC on site. Looks like they're heading your way right now. We've got some sort of possible contamination. And he starts going on about that as you're heading towards the house. And some people very quickly come walking out of the house. One of them being a detective, brunette, hair in a ponytail, wearing a brown blazer and jeans. She's got a detective's badge on her hip. Says Cedar Grove homicide, and she comes out, looks over your very official looking crew. She says, CDC, huh? I heard he was a pharmacist or something. So do we need to quarantine everyone that's been in here?
Has anyone touched the body?
I did as part of my initial examination of the evidence, as well as a few other officers. We had some paramedics that were, checking his vitals, making sure he can confirm time of death. What do we need to do here?
Well, if you have touched the body, anyone who's touched the body, I need you to go do a thorough cleanse with a pH balanced soap to make sure that any area that you touched it. We just want to take precautions because we don't know if anything is transferred, but anybody who has touched them needs to take the proper precautions. And I would suggest quarantining yourself until we say that it's okay.
All right. Well, I've got everyone out of the house right now. No, over here, get away from the crowd. And starts like yelling at the people that were some people that were leaving the house, and says, we don't have any equipment for this. Can we just use the the garden hose or something work? Or
no, I don't think you should contaminate the crime scene by using the hose, but if you all travel back together, perhaps to the station and use the facilities there. We're setting up in a hotel at this moment, so we don't have any equipment here with us.
All right. And who's charge of the lead analyst here?
I already forgot my name.
Dr. Waller.
Jake Waller.
Oh. All right. Well, do you have a card or something? I need to get this to my superior so they can make the precautions.
I'll give her the burner phone number.
Okay. She writes it down. She says, "All right, we'll take care of this. I'm gonna leave a few officers here at a safe distance to make sure the crime scene. You can do your investigation. Just don't move anything. All right."
Of course. We know how to do this. We've done it before, thank you.
Right. Of course. Sorry. She heads out. She's like, "All right, come on." And she gets the others, and they head out, including you can see some of the officers taking a well, I guess near the street. Yeah, they would take her too. You see a blonde woman, probably late 40s, with a small child, who have been like saying up there. They're talking to a police officer, and you see the detective go over to them, and they kind of have a short conversation. Probably the family of the victim. Begin escorting them towards a vehicle. So they will be leaving the scene of the crime unless you guys do anything. But
That went so well.
Told you I could always get you guys some badges, but no, that's illegal.
Well, it is, but I mean,
so you
What?
have the
hold on.
Did someone want to talk to the widow and then the kid? They're leaving.
I think we should. Maybe someone could go with them while we do the magic stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are any of us faces?
No, we did not
No, this was the wrong party.
We're the
I played
anti-face
both
crew.
faces in this group.
I guess I'll go and try my luck talking to the widow.
Can
Okay.
I think it
Oh,
would
sorry,
need to
go
be
ahead.
one of the non-hazmatted people.
Yeah, so either Ajax or Abby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus, Sal's at a -2 charm still, so. Yeah. All right.
Then who's gonna come help with the magic? Sally?
Sal can come help
Okay.
with magic. That's fine.
Okay. So Abby, Hank, Sal heading inside the house. Ajax going back to intercept the detective before they take the family of the victim off. Let's do a little bit of scene setting inside the house so you guys can get started in there, and then we'll go back to the investigation with the outside. So you head into the home. It is a 2-story with the I'm trying to think of the right, so like a townhome, stairs leading up immediately upon like the main entrance to the bedrooms up top, living room off to the right, kitchen in the back. The downstairs itself seems largely untouched by the investigation. You don't see any sign that they've marked anything as evidence down here, but you do see a couple of evidence markers along the stairs, which are carpeted, and there are, at each one of those markers, there's a small droplet of blood. Looks like they are sort of they grow larger as they go up the stairs.
That's not good. I mean, there's a dead person, but
Don't know too much about this, but from the handful of crime shows I've watched and, well, a lot of stabbing that I've done, yeah, that looks like trail away from the stabbing. It's just me.
okay. Why don't you lead us to the body?
Cool. Skirts around.
You head
Blood
up the
drops.
stairs, yeah, not disturbing any of the evidence markers until you reach the top of the stairs. To your right is a door that has some like child's drawings on it that are like tacked to the door. It's got like a little like keep out sort of thing, but keep out is spelled like KEP OWT. And some other drawings like dinosaurs and stuff. To your left, looks like this is the master bedroom. as you follow the trail in that way, you reach the scene of the crime, the master bedroom, and on the bed you see a body currently lying there. Sheets have been pulled off. Middle-aged man, matches the age that you were expecting of the victim. He has looks like he is in like a resting position, just like facing the ceiling, and no visible injuries on his body except for his face, where you can see both of his eyes are missing, and they look like they've been sort of gouged out.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of blood around the face and the floor near the body, and that's sort of what trails out into the hall down the stairs.
And were the eyes taken or just gouged out?
That would be a good investigate if you want to look into
Oh,
that and start
boy.
inspecting the body.
I'm looking for his eyes.
So what is Hanks doing here? Do you have equipment, or are you just doing like medical sort of using medical knowledge?
It's more so a medical knowledge thing.
Okay. So yeah, let's roll sharp. So your initial impression of the
Boy.
crime scene.
I'm pretty sharp. That's a 10.
Oh, nice. So you get. We'll do the same rules that Savannah uses. You get the 2 general questions or 1 specific question. There's the list of questions as well. What was it you wanted to ask? Just sort of like, how were the eyes taken out?
It was more so like, I guess, are they still here, or does it seem like whatever killed him took them?
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what you're saying. You will count that as a general question. You look over the face and the eyes, and you can see there are like claw marks, like along the brow and along like the ridge, around the eye socket. It looks like the eyes were taken. You don't see any residual, like the eyes were like mauled or something. It looks like they were removed with something very sharp, multiple sharp implements that were used to extract the eyes from the body.
Can I go ahead and use the things I've seen thing? No pun intended. Sorry, but
yeah. What's the move specifically?
So the things I've seen, when you encounter a creature or phenomenon, I'm gonna go ahead and call the man getting his eyes torn out a phenomenon. You may declare that you've seen it before. The keeper may ask you some questions about that encounter, and then they will tell you 1 useful fact that you learned and 1 danger that you may need to watch out for, maybe even right now, for the danger part.
Okay, so when have you seen this before? What is your... When do you think Sally last saw something like this?
I'll say this is during her hunting days, but maybe not for a while. Like maybe back when she was hunting with her crew and like Micah, like back in the 70s.
Okay. This be here in the States or in Europe?
In the States, yeah.
Okay.
Around back in New Orleans.
Okay. Do you think you found the creature that was responsible for it, or is this just something you've seen, like attacks like this before?
I'd say maybe they at least went after the thing that did it.
Okay. And what is the thing? I give you one useful...
1 useful fact that you learned and 1 danger that you may need to watch out for.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is, like, generally, you have seen this sort of behavior, these sort of, like, scenes before, regarding creatures that specifically hunt people for the sake of feeding. Vampire attacks, things like that. that feed on specific aspects or elements of like humans or other creatures. In this case, specifically humans. You know that creatures that exhibit these sort of behaviors, like attacking people in their homes, harvesting elements like their hearts, livers, eyes, things like that to feed upon. There's usually some sort of purpose that they want the items for. Like I said, either feeding, using some sort of ritual process, something like that. Usually, feeding is the reason that they would exhibit this kind of behavior. Also, I'd say as far as dangers, based on the context clues here, this person was attacked in their home. There's a security system. There were probably other people in the house, in the neighborhood and stuff. There's no sign of struggle or anything here. This is probably an intelligent creature, but a vicious, like one that like sees people as food and not anything else.
Oh boy. Yeah, we need to be quick about this, or else this isn't going to be the first one. The last one, I should say.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's something that has a ritual they're going to need with some eyeballs, or something likes to eat them. And I'm guessing one pair is not going to be enough for very long.
Oh,
Plus, this thing's smart.
okay. Should I try to get a look at it?
Couldn't hurt. Do they use a tool, a weapon, or claws, teeth?
Okay. Abby will start setting up before I use magic.
Okay. Hinks, you still have another question if anything else comes up that you want to ask before we do the use magic?
What? Is there anything being concealed here? Like something that's not immediately obvious about this situation, I guess.
Okay. How gross does Hinks get here as far as examining the body?
To be honest, he has very little whatever the word for filter when it comes to boundaries.
Because the
boundaries are not a thing.
The last time we had Hinks with in a room with a body, he just immediately started autopsying it.
Oh
So
yeah, I
didn't know
mean
Abby is not. She is gonna. Yeah, she's gonna be like, don't. What are you doing?
He starts muttering Y incision. We're like, no.
Well, I think what we get to answer the question without it getting that far is Hinks, you get like really close, like examining the head and the wounds and stuff like that. And I think pulls out a tool, and you guys just hear kind of like a cracking noise as he fractures the what is the plate at the back of the eye, the orbital. There's the bone in the back. To like get a better look like inside the head. And you just hear kind of like a crunching noise, and then a click of a flashlight as he starts like looking around in there. And before you go, and Abby pulls you off of it and trying to get you to stop, you do get a good look at some more of the damage inside, and you realize the eye wound here would have been post-mortem. Based on the blood pooling and everything, he was dead before his eyes were actually taken out. And you can tell just from your initial look, it looks like there's some amount of like swelling to his brain that may have been the actual cause of death.
Oh, interesting. I can't tell specifically what killed him based off of that, just that it happened post-mortem.
Yeah, just the eyes removal would have been post-mortem pretty
Right,
soon
okay.
after the death, maybe a couple minutes.
Cool.
but the actual cause of death, maybe some sort of brain trauma.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, as he's being pulled back. Well, he had eyes when he died. As far as I can tell. Brain looks a bit swollen, perhaps head trauma of some sort. But this wound didn't kill him. Now,
Can we...
if you allow me to get in a little bit closer, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Can we peek and just check the back? Knowing how he actually died. I'm not saying we're gonna like tear his chest open here, but like at least check and see if we're not missing a wound in the back.
Like on his back?
Or back of his head.
Okay. Hanks, very carefully, let's turn him over.
Okie doke.
Turn over the body, look at the other side, no wounds or anything to speak of on the back of his head. You don't even see any trauma to his head really, other than the eye wounds. No sign that he was hit or struck or anything.
Okay, so no external injury that would have caused like the brain to swell.
Yeah.
Death by too much knowledge.
Oh.
Careful there, Professor, then.
I'm sure I'm safe. Wait.
Anyways. Okay. Using magic?
Okay. You check and make sure nobody's coming back up the stairs, close the door, and begin setting up like a ritual circle, crystals, that sort of thing you're looking at. Or what is the... I don't remember how Abby does magic.
That's a good question. She usually does it with like herbs and jemmies and stuff, kind of like
Okay.
windows.
Okay. Begin setting up for that. And what is it you're trying to do here, accomplish?
I would like to observe another place or time, please.
Okay. All right.
Time.
Specifically this room earlier today or last night.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking
I'm
at.
about to watch this fool get murdered.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll. And then I'm going to go to Ajax outside.
Okie dokie. Weird. Let's go, champ. 7.
All right. So that'll be a mixed success. So you'll have to choose one of your glitches. Think about that for a second. I'm going to go ahead and do what Ajax is talking. So Ajax, you've intercepted the detective and the family. Like I said, blonde woman, current like in a baggy t-shirt and jeans. Looks like she just slapped on whatever clothing she could this morning. Young boy, maybe like 7-ish. That is currently sort of like clutching onto her and looking kind of freaked out by everything that is going on. And the detective Hall, says, as you're coming up, she's like, "Oh, Mr. Or Doctor, do you need something?"
Yeah, I would actually like to question the family, see if they were anywhere near the body when, you know.
Oh, right. I was just advising Miss Davis here of the situation, potential needing to get checked out and cleaned off. Well, yeah, you can talk to her for a moment. And she kind of, like, the detective steps back, and Miss Davis, who eyes very swollen, looking very sad, just says, "I'm sorry. Who are you again?"
I'm Dr. Jake Hall. Fuck it, whatever.
That's the name of the detective. I think it was.
God, I gotta note this down.
That's fine. You give her the
Jake
name.
Mulaney.
Says, right, with the CDC. I don't know what. Richard was always very careful at work. I can't imagine that he would have exposed us to anything.
I just want to make sure that your husband hasn't. I have a few questions if you're available right now.
Yeah, that's fine if we can make it quick.
Who was it who discovered the body first?
That was me. I woke up next to Richard this morning and found him like that.
Right. I would recommend that when you get the chance, you and your son bathe in a even baseline pH soap, hot water. It should scrub the microbes away. Were you aware of any noises in the night? Any movements from him?
No. Actually, it's the weirdest thing. Richard hadn't been sleeping very well the last few days. I'd found him the last couple nights up. He'd be watching TV or something, or working in his office. He said he was having trouble sleeping. And last night I got him to calm down a little bit. Got him to take one of my sleeping pills, and he was able to finally get some rest. And I thought he had just had I don't know what happened, but no. I don't remember anyone coming into our room. I don't know how they would have even gotten into the house. The alarm was on this morning before the police got here, and I don't know.
All right. And this bottle of sleeping pills, that'll be in your medicine cabinet. We'll have to take a look at that.
Right, yeah. There's two cabinets. The double sinks. The one on the right side is mine, and left side is Richard's. They're over the counter. It's melatonin. It's not even...
All right. Well, I'm going to surreptitiously... Wait, do I have that? Oh, I forgot to do that one thing. I'll do it later. I forgot to roll fortunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What
what
was
are you...
the... something being hidden here? I forget which roll is that.
That's so are you wanting to get an idea of, like, from this conversation, are you trying to investigate a mystery, or are you trying to, like, determine whether or not, like, read her and get an idea of what her intentions are here?
I want to read her first.
Okay. All right. When you read a person in a charged interaction, roll sharp. It's fine. You're pretty charged situation. You're interrogating her essentially. So
12.
Nice. Do you have this advanced?
I don't think so.
I don't know if you have any advanced moves. You get to ask two, or you get to hold two and ask two questions from the list. Is your character telling the truth? What is your character really feeling? What does your character intend to do? What does your character wish I'd do? And how can I get your character to blank?
I want to ask if there are any cameras in the house, and if she would allow me to, if there are tapes of them, view them.
Okay. So how can I get your character to let me access
Your security cam
Yeah.
footage.
She says, nothing inside the house. We have we still have a nanny cam in Peter's room. I haven't used it in a long time though. But it still works technically. So, that all backs up on Richard's work computer, which is downstairs in his office. I can give you his password if you need to access that. I already gave it to the detectives.
Yes, please.
The files are on his desktop. And then there's we have the Ring doorbell monitors anything coming in and out of the house. We have one of those cameras on both sides, front and back. I didn't see anything this morning when the police wanted to look at it, and there wasn't any movement and nobody came out of the house anytime before we locked up last night. But if you want to look at it, it also backs up to Richard's computer.
All right. Well, I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am. We'll do what we can, clean him up, and you'll have him before the week's out.
Okay. Just find whoever did this, okay? And she looks down to the little boy, who's kind of clutching onto her, and she says, "Come on, Peter." And he sort of follows along behind her.
Ajax will move into the house and kind of text group chat, "Hey, security cam footage in office. Going to check it out."
While you're doing that, magic upstairs, what is your glitch?
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking to someone named Magic for a second, and I forgot. It has a problematic side effect, which is the most vague thing I could read off that list.
That's also my favorite. Okay. Problematic side effect. You...
Abby turns purple.
Yeah. You focus, and as you finish the spell, I'm going to say only Abby is seeing this, as you channel the magics. Everything sort of goes dark, almost like the sun sets outside, time kind of rewinding itself, and suddenly it is nighttime. The room is quiet, it's dark, and you look to the bed and you can see two forms sleeping on it. You see Mrs. Davis kind of rolled over on her side, facing away, like towards the window, and you see Mr. Davis, lying on the bed in the same pose that you saw him in previously, except what you notice is that he is kind of twitching in his sleep a little bit. Not like enough that it would wake anyone in the bed next to him, but you just see like rapid eye movement, like some slight kind of like spasms and stuff as he is like kind of turning a little bit like he's having a dream. And as you're watching this, like the spasms become a little more like jagged, a little more like frequent, and then they just stop. And you see his chest stop moving as well, as he ceases to breathe. And everything is just quiet. And you watch as something moves in the shadows, and comes walking out of the bathroom, the master bathroom to the left. In the darkness, you can't really make out any shapes. It looks human. You see clothing, kind of ragged looking and torn, very like elongated, kind of spindly limbs, and is carrying a large, the most of their form is obfuscated by a massive black umbrella, that is sort of textured and patched, like it is made of, you can guess, human skin. And you watch as this figure kind of shuffles across the room in the direction of the of Richard, kind of creeps over the bed, and you just hear this. You hear the sound of it gouging out his eyes, which is not a pleasant sound. As then it turns from the bed and faces exactly in your direction, and you just see two green, sort of dull eyes staring out at you from the darkness, and the head just kind of it stares at you for a long time.
Oh no.
What do you do?
I would like to end the spell, please.
And suddenly, as this happens, you begin the reverse incantation as it takes a step towards you, and holds out a hand, and you're watching as there's this like sort of decaying, like something is sort of like falling from his hand as it reaches towards you, and everything just lights up again, and the whole, as it is gesturing or reaching out towards your face, and the whole room lights up, and the spell ends.
What? What happened?
Oh, that thing is so creepy. I think it saw me. Why does this always happen to me?
It saw you?
I think so. I mean, it looked at me.
Well, how? I thought this was like a way for you to see what had happened. It would have to know that you were going to be there at that exact moment in the past. Right?
Time isn't a straight line, my friend.
Loops and strings.
Fascinating.
Loops and strings, man. Loops and strings.
It's like this big, spindly creature with like really dull green eyes, and it looks like it's decaying, and it's carrying this umbrella made out of human flesh.
Oh, that is ghastly.
That's really gnarly, even for me.
So he died in his sleep. Like, he died while he was sleeping.
That would explain if his brain is swollen, but there's no signs of external injury. It would seem that this creature did something to his mind in his sleep.
Okay, I know I haven't seen that many horror films, but I know I've heard of Freddy killing
Man.
people in their dreams. It looks like he was having a nightmare. Are we not going to be able to sleep?
Huh.
All right, we got a lot to work on now. Let's not get carried away. Let's just go do some research. We'll do some research, Abby. It'll be okay. We'll get some books. Look in them. We'll look up stuff about things that kill you in your nightmares, or give you nightmares that can kill you. I mean,
Skin umbrella has to be a
yes,
lead. I mean,
skin
that
umbrella,
seems
I feel like
that seems fairly
pretty
unique.
distinctive. Let's start with
So
that
many
one.
monsters carry skin umbrellas. It's actually all the rage.
It's all the rage.
amongst-
It's this season's.
It's in mode this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I would like to look and just give a cursory look in the bathroom where he came from to see if there are any marks or anything in there.
Okay. You move into the bathroom and open the head through the door. It looks like it's been searched by the police. As you're walking across the tile floor, though, there's sort of like a crunching. And you look down, and you realize there's like dirt on the bathroom floor. It's a pretty clean house. Most of the house is very well cleaned. You don't know how dirt would have gotten into here. It seems odd, out of place. I'm trying to decide if I want to have you roll for this.
Investigate a mystery?
Nah, it's not going to be. I think this is going to be fairly obvious when you move into here, because you look around and you don't see any markings. If you do look up, there's a skylight on the roof. And you can hear or feel the faint bit of a breeze coming in through that skylight.
Hey, Hanks,
Yes.
can you reach that?
Yes, certainly. Can I actually? Am I gonna have to like get up there, or is Abby just
No,
make it
if you
I was
short?
gonna let him try for a little bit before she reminds anyone that she can fly, but she's just gonna let him go through this for a second.
You could stand on the sink and maybe get like a hand on the skylight to push it up.
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now it's Hinks on a Sink.
Yes.
Wonderful.
T-shirt idea. Hinks
Yeah,
on a
he's
sink.
climbing up there.
You reach up and you kind of push on it, and it opens a little bit, and kind of there's like a little bit of doof as a gap forms that is about like maybe 2 inches. but it doesn't open up anymore. It seems like it's like loose, but it's not. It doesn't like push or swing open. But as you push, there's a slight like the wind picks up a little bit, and something gets blown into the room, and you see falling kind of down to the room onto the bathroom floor, a small piece of fabric. It is like a red, like a very very faded, weathered piece of like wool that is dyed red but has long faded away, like the corner of a shirt.
Huh.
Good job, Hinks.
Thank you.
Not bad.
I'll take that in a sample bag. I will also take some of the dirt in a sample container.
Okay.
All right, let's get out of here. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
While that's going on, Ajax, you've gone downstairs to the computer. You head into Richard's office, open the door. It's a fairly neat office. A couple of bookshelves, medical textbooks, everything neatly arranged, alphabetical order. Seems like a pretty tidy man. And it's a little bit out of place as you walk in, as you notice there are dozens and dozens of coffee cups just stacked all over the place in here, from Black Magic, Starbucks, all over the place. Just so much coffee. An unholy amount.
Text Abby. Remember Crunch Week? Question mark. Send. ...
I don't want to.
You head to the chair, put in the password that you've been given, and bring up the folders with the video files, and begin to sort through those, finding the ones from last night. Look at the nursery cam. You don't see any movement on the nursery cam. Looks like the kid slept through the night. Nothing really suspicious comes up there. You look at the footage from the Ring doorbells on the front and the back of the house. No movement was detected, but you look at the file and find around the timestamp that you're looking for, of when the person would have when the murder would have taken place. And in that very like supernatural style, there's just a moment where the camera kind of like flickers for a little bit. You get that little bit of like static, and you just see this trail, like this. Well, you see a bit of movement near the sidewalk, just far enough outside of the doorbells or the motion detectors range that it would have registered somebody coming to the door, but close enough that it's still caught on camera. You see a figure form from the feet up on the sidewalk. Same spindly, long-limbed, kind of crouching humanoid with the massive umbrella, just kind of like assembles on the sidewalk, like an hourglass.
Frame by frame by frame by frame. Calls. Sets cell phone on shoulder. Hey. Abby. He's calling Abby.
Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, sorry. What? Yes. Hi.
This thing's pretty freaky.
I know. I saw it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it saw me too.
Why does this keep happening to you?
I don't know.
First it
not doing
was
the
the
spell
witch,
wrong.
now
I
it's...
know. I'm not doing the spell wrong. I've practiced it a ton, especially with the help of any other people who have died in the same way? It seems like he's killing them in their sleep.
I'm pretty sure we would have, at least the order would have picked up something if there were multiple cases like this.
Wouldn't hurt to look.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at I don't want to say Mr. Deadman. This guy's project
Deceased?
files.
Mr.
Yeah, see if
Deadman.
there's-
Mr. Deadman. Mr. Deadman. Give me some eyes. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't think you're that far off, and that's
Open the
just
store
creepy.
for a bloody surprise. Bum, bum,
No,
bum, bum.
stop it. Ugh.
Archie.
Sorry. If I tool around on his computer, are there like locked project files? Because his wife did mention he was up working late.
You look through his files and everything. No, nothing like confidential, secret, like locked files or anything like that. Doesn't. You do go through his search history though, like of his recent like browser windows and stuff.
WebMD insomnia.
No, not far off though. Like a lot of it's like night terrors, treatments, and experimental treatments for like bad dreams. Like not that he was researching, or not that he was like he himself works in that. More like looking at it for himself. Like a lot of Google was like how to deal with bad dreams and like can't sleep, insomnia, like that sort of stuff.
Looks like he was suffering some night terrors before he bit it.
Have you seen the really old movie Nightmare on Elm Street?
Oh yeah, with like Freddy Krueger.
The guy with the striped sweater?
Yeah. I got up to
Okay.
Dream Warriors and then it just lost me completely.
There was more than one?
Yeah, there's like 5.
I know there was one where he fought the guy with the chainsaw.
No, he had a machete and a hockey mask.
It's the one with the chainsaw.
Chainsaw is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, hun.
I guess that would make sense. Anyways, I'm getting very much those vibes from this.
The chainsaw?
No, the guy who goes into people's dreams.
Oh yeah. Yep, you're right.
All right, let's reconvene.
And insert floppy disk, save, eject
Did you
properly.
say floppy disk?
Floppy disk, flash drive. Sorry.
What year is
Wow,
this?
what
We're
year
not.
is
We're
this?
not. We're not back in 2001.
It is an alternate
today.
universe.
Yeah, floppy disk technology has come a long way, guys.
Flash drive in, eject, pocket.
Okay. So, having gathered all the information, is the plan to leave now? Was there anything else you want to do at the scene of the crime?
I don't think so.
Should I
We're
call
quite
some?
thorough, guys. Wow, I'm like impressed with us.
It was a very sophisticated, very, very organized investigation.
Yeah, when Wynn's not here, it's a lot easier.
Fuck off.
Wow.
I'm just refreshed. It's not like me getting shade for once. You
No,
can take
it's-
it, bud.
It's 100% because we're doing a one shot and we have to keep it within the time
Yeah.
limit.
No bullshitting. Gotta go. So, speaking of all that, is there anything else you want to do while you're here? Good? You're just hanging to the car?
Ajax pulls out his cell phone, types his team cleaners needed at residence, send.
Okay. Get some more thumbs up and then some vacuum emojis.
Guys, come on.
Does your team only speak in emojis?
Some of them are working right now.
And not being able to speak doesn't mean they can't type, but they kind of see it that way.
Savannah made everything like really dramatic, like these like Black Ops types, and I'm turning them into like Minecraft
Well-
streamers.
Literally, that's just Ajax's team, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the dregs.
You all pile into the Tesla, program it for the Haven. Is Hank's going back to the Haven?
She does.
None
I
of
always-
us
I always
can
just silently
suggest
get-
this.
I always just silently wait until it's said, and then I get all excited.
I think that Abby does program it in, and then she's like, looks at Ajax.
It's your place, not mine.
Hanks.
Yes.
So you know how you have the Winnebago?
Yes. I consider it to be a melding of ingenuity, science, and modern transportation.
Are you wearing socks right now?
I am, yes. Why? Do you need them?
No. Just prepare to have them get knocked off.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you to my lab.
Oh,
Okay?
oh, exciting.
It's secret.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell anyone where it is or what's inside of it. Please do not touch anything.
Hanks is absolutely being coy about this. He assumes that you're going to show him like your bedroom in your parents' house
Yeah.
that you've kind of set up like baby's first chemistry station in.
Mhm.
He respects you as a scientist, but has
Yeah.
no idea
What is
just
gonna
how
happen
rich
next?
you are.
All right.
Say, yes, of course, your secret is safe with me. Kids.
So then we pull up to the waterfall that parts.
Well, before we get there, as you get into the Tesla program and the address, and you begin to head off and following the Tesla self-guiding itself in the direction of your home, and you kind of reach because your home's on like the outskirts of the town, and sort of following that long road, and people chatting in the back seat. Abby, as you're sitting in the driver's seat.
Sorry, no, Jack sits in the driver's seat. Abby can't
Or-
drive.
Abby sits in the passenger seat.
You
Ajax-
guys are learner's permit.
It's a Tesla. It drives itself. Why would you?
I
need-
know, but it's illegal for someone without a license to sit in the driver's seat.
All right. Nobody sits in the driver's seat.
Ajax sits in the driver's seat.
Anyway, Abby, suddenly everything just gets really quiet. You look around, and Ajax isn't there anymore. And neither are Hinks and Sal. And everything just seems really kind of muted. And the rest of you, as you're having your conversations and Ajax kind of looking out the window or texting your team, you don't realize that Abby's dozed off in the passenger seat next to you, and you're not entirely sure why. Nobody's noticed it just yet, but Abby, as you're in the silent stage, suddenly there's a on the radio of the car, and a song begins to play. And that is-
Abby's very concerned about this.
And that's where we're going to take our break here today. I can't believe that RJ got to this before I could.
Vindication!
This is what it's like having you in a group.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to go take our break here. And we'll be back in a couple minutes to see what is happening. And figure out what's going on. I'm going to stop the song now. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us while we took our break. Let's go ahead and just get back into it. So you're everyone loaded up into the Tesla on its way back to the Haven. Abby has dozed off, nobody's noticed just yet. In the passenger seat of the Tesla as it's approaching the manor. And Abby, you are having a strange dream as suddenly a song comes over the radio in this dream state you're in, sitting in the Tesla. I guess, how does Abby respond to the situation?
Okay, this is Abby. She's gonna think of things logically. Okay, so I as LB am probably aware that this is not real, so I can assume that Abby.
I'd say this is a lucid dream. You're aware that you're dreaming.
Yeah. Okay, so she is going to quickly go for any weapons that she has.
More dramatic music. I realize I've got it back on the Fireflies music. Hold on. All right. Any weapons?
Mm-hmm. She normally keeps at least a scalpel in her bag.
Okay. You reach into your bag, find your scalpel, exactly where you remember it being last. Kind of looking around the car, don't see any movement. You're following that the same drive that you usually are on, heading to the house, except this road is seemingly to go on forever. Like you haven't hit a turn in a while, and you would have expected to make one by now. Just like this infinite stretch of forested back roads of Georgia in front of you. But yeah, you feel the cold steel of the scalpel in your hand, and
she's gonna try and call out for Ajax and see if she screams in the dream, does it affect anything in the real world, I guess.
Okay. You yell out for Ajax, and sort of like, again, that's sort of like muted, and you yell again, and you're yelling as loud as you can, still not as loud as you're expecting it to be. Ajax, you're sitting next to her, and so I think this becomes more apparent. You hear Abby almost like mutter something, like mutter your name in her sleep, and you look over and you can see her eyes are closed, and she's kind of like head lolled back in the chair, and she's just kind of like fidgeting a little bit, and she's just like muttered your name.
I'm gonna try to shake her.
Okay. You shake her. No response.
Guys.
Oh shit! Wake her up, Abby! Abby!
You start clapping and calling her name and stuff.
Oh no! I'm smacking her face. I'm like, Abby! Abby!
Smacking her face. She does not respond to that, Abby. You don't feel anything in the dream. However, the road in front of you grows sort of dark as it seems like the sun is setting in this fantasy or dreamland that you're in. And as you're holding on to the scalpel and kind of looking around, you feel something strange. It's like the metallic feeling of the scalpel recedes, and you look in your hand, and instead of a scalpel, you are holding a centipede that begins to sort of wrap its way around your hand.
Okay. She will fling it off of her and move over to the driver's side and try and stop the car.
Okay. You throw in the bug to the side, and you get into the driver's seat, and begin to sort of like pump the brakes, trying to turn the wheel, but the wheel seems almost like locked in place, and the brakes, as you hit them, like just no resistance, nothing gives. The car continues to speed, and actually seems like it's beginning to speed a bit faster.
Oh boy. Okay. Abby's gonna go under the steering wheel and try and unplug the system, the autopilot system.
Okay. I'm gonna have Abby act under pressure.
Oh boy, okay. I do have something for this. Let me see if I still have it. Because I did as the expert. Okay, I've read about this sort of thing. Is that one that I transferred over? Yes, okay, perfect. So I can roll, instead of rolling sharp, I'm gonna roll sharp instead of cool.
Instead of cool. Okay.
Yeah. And I have +1 because I used magic.
Yes.
That's a 12.
Nice. Do you have action to pressure advanced?
I do not.
Okay. Now this I've read about this sort of thing, action to pressure, like the
Yeah, so it says I've read about this sort of thing. Roll plus sharp instead of cool when you act under pressure.
Okay, so it doesn't have, but I'm assuming that this is coming from a place of like, okay, gonna think about this for a moment, gonna like try to
Use my
reason this out a
smarts.
bit.
Mhm.
You start to like panicking, crawling under the steering, you go like looking into the steering column, beginning to look for wires and stuff, and then you just kind of like stop and take a deep breath for a moment, and you realize like the car's speeding, everything's happening, but you know it's a dream. And I think like reading through it, like going through things, there are creatures that affect dreams. There are ones that like will cause nightmares and things like that. You know that happens. You know that anything that happens in the dream, it's still a dream and it's not within your control. Like that's probably not going to help you. Just take a second and you just sort of concentrate, calm yourself, take a deep breath, and you open your eyes. And Sally slaps you in the face.
Ow!
Oh my god, are you okay? What happened?
No, slap me in the face!
You were asleep. You can't be asleep because we're dealing with a dream monster.
Yeah, we are. It tried to. I mean, I didn't see it, but it did change my scalpel into a bug, which is really gross.
Ew.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't fall asleep. I guess. Or I shouldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, I was about to say, it kind of looked at you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is it possible that it's following us to the Haven?
I mean, it's possible. But I think it's more. Well, is it. Did you guys see anything on the road? Did you see it show up?
No.
We're kind of looking at you.
Hanks is gonna pull out his little EMF reader scanny thing and just start scanning Abby.
Okay. Is there...
I just essentially want to see if there's any unusual readings about her.
Is there specific like tags for the EMF reader, a way that it functions, or is it just like it's just something that lets you?
Yeah, I mean the way that Savvy and I kind of just like worked it out is it's just one of the doohickeys that I have.
Okay.
That like essentially we've been sort of treating it, I guess, as like the things I've seen or whatever, where if it's something that I've encountered before, I'm getting like that sort of energy off of it.
So what sort of things do you think it's calibrated to read?
So currently I'm going to say everything except for the demonic spirit that we just dealt with, because this is technically happening before that.
Yeah.
Demons, Fey folk, and Nephilim.
Okay.
But I'm not specifically looking for those, more so if there's a non-Abby reading present.
If there's any sort of
something that
reading
yeah, like I mean I want to see if there's anything essentially like bound to her right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it kind of like you like scan through the ground and there's a moment where, well, do you say demons were on it? Because I'm trying to figure out if like Sally like sets it off for a second. You've got to like really get
probably
back
yeah.
a little bit.
Sorry, so she'll like try to wipe off her presence from Abby and like sit back in the car.
And
that's all right.
You sort of sweep it a little bit because there's a lot of weird people in this car, I'm realizing. And finally you sweep it over Abby, and there's just like a dee 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 dee. And you look at the readout on it. It's not anything that you register. It's not anything your scanner can identify, but there is something
Some sort of presence.
like tethered to her right now.
Yes, it's definitely hooked onto you in some way, shape, or form. I can try to make something for you that helps you stay awake so that you won't.
Or if we can lock this thing down, like if we can figure out what it is, I could potentially ward you if you want to take a nap.
Ooh,
I'm
Two.
okay. I don't need a nap. But I think that you guys should just watch me and make sure I don't fall asleep.
I think we still have a case of Red Bull in the fridge.
Yes, Victoria's been around, so yes.
We should probably replace that when we're done with it.
Yeah, it's fine. We can just have.
I'm sure I have some shots of adrenaline in my. You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, I might have a few on me.
I have some in the lab, I think.
I mean,
Oh.
off hours. That might just be kind of fun. Never
No.
mind. No, business. All right, cool.
It's around this time that the Tesla emerges through the waterfall into the secret parking
Batcave.
garage of the Batcave.
You
The
can keep
look
your
on
shoes
your
on.
face is priceless, Professor. Come on. I'll show you around.
I'll be honest, I was expecting. Well, frankly, a girl's bedroom.
You know, the first time I came in here, I did too.
You all significantly underestimate Abigail. Come on, let's go.
Abby punches Ajax in the arm.
Oh, good. You learned how to throw a hook.
All right, you guys, give Hanks the tour. What is the plan?
God, what is the plan? I totally got distracted.
We've got to figure out what this creature is and if it's either attached to you or stalking you right now.
To the library.
Yes. And we need to just figure out how to feed it or capture it.
What it is, what hurts it. Capture,
Mhm.
kill.
Probably kill.
Cool.
Unless it's one of those real fun things that's like, like death, it can't die.
Right.
Well, the fun news is it can get caught on, tap the flash drive video.
Oh.
That's a positive, I suppose.
The rest of you can see what I saw because, well, no, wait. What if it's like the thing from the ring, whatever, when you see it, it gets captured inside of you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
7 days. Yeah, that whole thing. That was pretty good.
Gosh, I can't believe I've seen so many horror films.
Sorry.
I know.
We still got to watch The Grudge versus The Ring. I hear that one's pretty good.
Yeah, some of them are just like so well ingrained into like popular culture. I don't even think you need to have seen them at this point. You just kind of, they're there.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
So-
books.
We need to keep an eye out on Ajax and on me, okay? Just in case that's what it is.
All right. Why doesn't Ajax come with me then? Because I feel a little less guilty pummeling on him if he falls asleep than you.
Hey.
Hanks, watch Abby.
Sure. I suppose I can try to tune down the wattage of the lightning gun
No.
No.
or adrenaline shots.
I have a taser.
No.
No.
It would wake me up.
Or cause arrhythmia. No.
Okay.
Just shake her, pat her on the face. She doesn't wake up, yell at one of us.
So
I'm
this
going
is...
to smack her across the face. A man of science, not a brute.
As Sal and Ajax are walking off. Sal, this is a horrible idea. We're leaving the nerds together.
Either horrible or we might be done in 5 minutes.
True.
Books.
Bucks.
Oh,
All right.
I'm
Professor
yawning.
Hanks,
Oh
let's get
God,
to
I
work.
blame you. She'll just punch him.
Ah!
Oh, you muted.
Whoops. What is the division of labor here? So Sal and Ajax are going to look at, like, going to the Haven Library to try to find any information you can there. And Abby and Professor
His
Hinks-
eyeballs, this dreaming, spindly thing, skin umbrella.
Yeah,
Yes,
you have a lot
are
of
the
clues
keywords.
now. Abby and Professor Hinks, what are you guys doing again?
I'm showing him the lab, and then I think we will go on the computer and do research. Probably based off of what they figure out.
Okay.
Like making a contraption to contain it or that sort of thing.
Okay. We'll do their research then. So who's going to roll to investigate a mystery?
How smart is Ajax?
Ajax is 1 sharp.
Oh, Sally's too sharp, so she'll head that up.
Go for it.
But I might be able to use my fortunes on this one because I can
yeah.
hold 3.
Ooh.
Did you roll for that already?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
a 10, which is hold 3.
Great. Yeah. So you've got those. All right, Sal. Go and roll to investigate a mystery.
Cool.
I'm gonna give Sal 1 forward.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Didn't even need it. 11. Bam.
Nice.
Thank you anyway for it.
Well, is your question going to be what sort of creature is it?
Yeah.
I think so normally I would like flavor and kind of beat around the bush a little bit, but you guys have so much information at this point that you got from the first place that I think you're gonna hit the nail on the head here.
Would it be under skin umbrella or umbrella comma skin? What do you think?
Umbrella comma skin, if I remember how these things parse out data.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh,
You go through the book, you find
Nasty.
an encyclopedia entry which leads you to a short story written in 1816 by a E.T.A. Hoffman called Der Sandman. And you read over this this short story and you start to piece some things together. The story is one of the first accounts, written accounts of the Scandinavian folk tale about a creature or a figure known as the Sandman. There's a lot of ways that has been that the Sandman has been changed in like recent mythology. You have to kind of like you're going back to the old stuff. But according to the story, the Sandman would throw sand in the eyes of children who wouldn't sleep. And as a result, those eyes would fall out of the victims' heads, and he would collect them and go feed them to his children on the moon. You're gathering some of that is probably not very accurate, and you sort of skim through what's been, what is and is not fiction. But some of the things connect. Is known to be carrying is often seen with carrying an umbrella in a lot of mythology. It has a connection with eyes, which it collects or consumes in some way, puts people to sleep, and it has some control over those dreams that they have.
So we're dealing with some jacked up, roided out tooth fairy who has a thing for eyes.
an eye fairy. Yeah.
Eye fairy. Tooth fairy
Great.
implies that there's a bigger bone fairy.
Oh God. All right. Well, how do we kill it?
How do you
Would be
kill
my
it?
second question.
So looking through, or what can hurt it, I think is probably the more.
I asked kill. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a chicken and the egg situation. From all the mythology and stuff that you're looking at, I mean, the Sandman mostly exists or stalks and kills its victims in this dream world once it has put them to sleep, but does have a physical body in the real world that it maintains at all times. In this dream space, they are completely invincible, have absolute control over everything, will torment and torture their victims and to the point of death, at which point it will collect their eyes and eat them. So in the dream world is completely invincible. In the real world is almost unkillable, is immortal. Seems to be made of a this like exists in a like a sand-like state that a lot of the mythology has. They carry around bags of sand, which they used to carry people to sleep. But what a lot of like this hunting recollection is, and some other like stories about these creatures, is that they actually like produce this sand substance, which they use. They are almost invulnerable to any sort of weapon. They're very resistant to it, but are vulnerable to them under a very specific situation. Pretty much anything could hurt it if they are doused with water, which is one of the reasons that it's believed that the Sandman carries an umbrella.
We're kind of mixing Freddy Krueger with signs here. Water. It doesn't like water.
Waterfall.
Waterfall.
Waterfall. If Abby and I can get on the other side of the waterfall, we could probably lock it in.
I mean, also, I could just get a super soaker and then spray it down and chop it up. That
sounds fun.
Also would work. Yeah, it kind of sound pretty fun. That's what I said.
Abby!
Super soakers, they're something nowadays.
What?
Does the lab use fire retardant foam or sprinkler system?
There are only sprinklers in here. It's a cave. It's not like it's gonna catch on fire.
What?
Yeah, sprinklers good though.
Sprinklers are good. Yeah. We might have a plan, like 12% of one.
Okay. She pops her head out. What's the plan?
Do you have a super soaker?
What's a super soaker?
Water gun.
You have not had a
no.
childhood.
Do you have a spray bottle?
We might upstairs for the plants.
Great. Yeah, ask Heathcliff to bring some of those down.
Sal, at this point, you might as well fill your mouth up with water and then spit at it.
Ew.
Wait, what did you guys find out?
Sandman. But like Grimm's fairy tales version. Anyway, yeah. We'll torture victims in their sleep until they die and then eat their eyes. Wholesome.
Okay.
Basically invincible, except vulnerable to water.
Okay, so is this a contained situation?
Well, we seem to at least know one of their next victims. So basically next time it knocks you out, we know it's nearby.
That could work. Okay. She pops her head out.
Sal, does the book refer to Sandman or Sandmen? And woman and non-binary sand people.
Does it say?
The sand people are different.
Yes, very different thing. Yeah, they seem to walk in straight lines to hide their numbers. I don't... Continue.
God damn it. It refers to it in the singular. You don't know
One.
if there's only one or
There can be only one. In fact, it has to kill another one to become. No, I'm kidding.
You don't know.
Can't
if
stop.
As far as you can tell, like you don't see any like recollection or any like events of anybody like hunting and killing one, and whether there might be more than one or there's one that's just persisted over the years. Most of the mythology just surrounds this singular entity that has exhibited this behavior.
Just the one.
All right. Welp.
I'm a little concerned for Abs if she falls asleep again, because this thing can't get hurt in that dreamscape place.
Now that we know what it is, possibly if she falls asleep, I can ward her. He'll walk over to a drawer and pull out like a bunch of really thin rubber gloves. Water balloons?
You know, can't be too careful, sure.
Okay. Start. I'm just glad that it went with water, went with rubber gloves, and not something else.
1 whole liter, baby.
Terrible.
Hinks,
Yes.
you've made containment units before, yeah?
Oh, yes. Many.
Okay, I have an idea. So since this thing is like almost immortal, but it has sand-like features and is hurt by water, what if we use this a wet vac to suck him into water and into a closed container?
Yes, that could work, and then I could electrocute him with my lightning gun.
Well, I don't think that's necessary if he is contained.
Oh.
I mean, I guess you can if you want, but that seems kind of cruel.
Yeah, no, the wet vac's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna need your help. I'm not great with the mechanical stuff.
Oh, yes, of course. I can do science. I'd like to do science, please.
GM, science, please.
One science.
GM, one science, please.
Yeah, that's
Like
the one where
some
you
action with that.
get to create something and.
Yeah, and I've been doing it wrong this entire time. I do actually have to roll for it. My old sheet didn't tell me I did, and my new sheet is like, bruh.
Gotta roll, man.
Yeah, what do you roll? Sharp?
Weird.
Weird? Oh, nice.
That's
Woo,
an
get it.
11D.
What?
11D. Okay, so what do you get on a full
Okay,
success?
I picked 2 requirements. And I pick I pick that it needs a the chaos being in me wants to pick it won't work as intended. No, it needs a rare and or weird material, and we'll need help beyond our team of hunters to finish it. So I was thinking somebody like Haley
Yeah.
Or Heathcliff.
or the Order or Heathcliff. I mean, I ain't picky. I just
Watson.
figured it's somebody that dealt with it.
Well, you need a rare material and you need help from outside. So we can combine those two things, and that you're gonna need help from outside to get this rare material.
Oh, or that, you smart cookie, you. It's almost like you're GMing or something.
Let me think. Well, what sort of weird material would a supernatural wetback need?
Maybe to make the container, we need a special, like, metal
Tears
or
from an
something.
Undine.
Yeah.
Think about NPCs.
It can be like, I don't know, mystical hard packed ice so that it's glass, but like not made out of glass because he's sand. But it's
Okay.
glass made out of water.
Okay.
I need never melt ice from Pokemon, please.
Man, this would be a really great time for me to have taken notes in this game at any point to be able to recall NPCs that Savannah has.
So we have-
created.
and- Do we want someone from your
Haley
order?
Cat.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about going more. What was the word I used for esoteric? Than that.
The Djinn?
You are gonna need.
Science professor. Not ours. The actual. Not actual. The one that's at the university.
Excuse me,
Try to
I'm
remember-
right here.
We had a contact at the museum way back in the day.
Did
No,
we have-
wait. I got a better idea. You're gonna need it's not something magical. You're gonna need a like high powered water pump in order to get this, like something like more industrial that you could get from
Yeah.
any sort of like over the counter like Home Depot or something. And you do a little bit of research into it and you realize the only department in Cedar Grove that would have it would be the Cedar Grove Forestry and Wildlife Services. You're gonna need Mutt Dancing.
Oh, everybody needs mud dancing.
We're gonna have to talk to Mutt. Wynn's not here. Text Wynn. Do you have Mutt's number?
You just got the contact forwarded and no other information, no other context.
Okay.
But like 30 minutes later.
Yeah. We'll call up Mutt. Do you want to talk to him? You don't know him, do you, Hanks?
No, they do know each other. They hate each other.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah. I'll do it.
Ranger Station, this is Dancing.
Hi, Mutt. This is Abby Wanzer. We spoke a while ago. Wait. Abby doesn't know him.
No.
Because it was only Victoria. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Sally, you're going to have to call him. Sorry, I was
Hello?
like, remember we did
Hello?
that? Wrong character.
Prank call.
No. Shit.
Sal calls back. Ranger Station, go for butt.
Hey, Mutt. This is Sally Lamar. I'm a friend of Wynn's. How you doing?
Right. Rat. The bartender, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
How's it
you
going?
Poured me a whiskey or two over the years. Yeah. How's it going?
I wasn't sure you remembered, Mutt.
Right.
I got a strange question for you.
Shoot.
I got a buddy who might need a hand from you for a certain piece of equipment. Certain little something.
All right. What sort of equipment are you looking at?
Black.
You tell him describe the water pump. He says, "Oh, that's on loan from the city. I don't know if I can just give that out to anyone."
You don't have to give it. We'll come to you. Just need it for it's for science.
Right. This friend of yours, do they have the licensing to operate a piece of equipment like this?
Ajax flips through his.
Yep, sure does.
Go to roll to manipulate.
God damn.
Miss -2.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. No, only a -1.
Oh,
Sorry.
wonderful.
Only a -1.
I'll give you a +1 to this one too.
Oh, thanks.
Make it a 0.
Straight rolls. Here we go.
Nothing straight about this roll.
Nope, never is. 7.
7. Okay. Gonna need something. Need some collateral here. That's what he's gonna need. Thanks, Mike says. All right. Well, luckily we don't have any drills or anything planned, so we aren't gonna need the water pump for anything for at least a couple weeks until the end of the summer. For y'all, I could perhaps lend it out for a bit. You're gonna have to file the paperwork, and I'm gonna need someone's license to file with the city. So somebody can come out with a driver's license and a secondary proof of identification. I think we'll get
Just
you set up.
looking at Ajax for this, like, you've got this, right? That totally fine. Totally understand.
All right.
Really appreciate it though.
All right, I'll get it pulled out in front of the station. Just you got a truck or something you can tow it with? It's a pretty big piece of equipment.
Looks to Abby for that one.
Nods furiously.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be by
In a bago.
like an hour. In an hour. Yeah, we'll be by in an hour.
All right, sounds good. See you then, Sal.
All right. Thanks, Mud. Yeah, you take care.
Things up, and hop, skip, and a jump. We're not going to go through the nitty gritty of you guys having to actually go out there. Does Ajax go out and provide his identification and
Yeah.
Fake identification.
Hey,
find
did you
the
know I could
two
drive
that-
up to Class 6 vehicles?
What even is a Class 6 vehicle?
3 axles.
Can you actually do that?
It's a car.
Oh God.
Ajax comes pulling back in. Does Abby have like a F-250 or something like that she?
Yeah, something big and honking stuff they'll pull.
Yeah, you come
We're in the
pulling,
country.
pulling back in through the waterfall. Behind it is trailing this big. It's on its own trailer. This massive industrial water pump, which the Forest and Wildlife Services and the fire department in Cedar Grove uses for like training drills and other any sort of like flooding or something like that. It's a pretty big, like 6 foot tall piece of machinery.
Ooh-wee, this sumbitch can drain a lake in about 30 minutes, I'll tell you what. Listen, I have to come up with a lot of personas.
I like it. Hanks, I think this will work, huh?
Oh, yes. This will work wonderfully. I'm noticing a trend that I'm starting to ghost bust my issues.
What do you mean?
Well, we had that literal Ghostbusters reference I did like a mystery ago.
Which is also in the future, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, is it also in the future?
No, it's
Never
fine.
mind.
Alternate universe, yo.
Luke's
I don't know
Man.
what's-
Alternate universe. It's all good.
Oh, Hank.
Oh,
take it
yeah,
from the-
because you're dead.
I'm dead.
What?
I redact this comment. I have knowledge beyond my
But
plane.
I love this, that this was actually the inspiration for
Oh, yeah.
the ghost busting later on. Is that Hanks was sitting there and was like thinking, wait a second.
Why don't
Wait,
I just ghost bust more of my issues?
Ajax.
The only
will-
thing that would make this more satisfying is if I was actually doing it to an actual ghost.
You might get the
Bucket
chance.
list. Bucket list.
Hank, take it from the ancient Greeks. Just take all your problems and shove it in a box and hope some chick doesn't open them later.
That seems.
It's not funny, man. Austerity is a big problem.
Help me hook this
Anyways.
up.
Well, I'm going to get to
An
work.
economic joke.
Guys, so we know that part of this plan is going to be me going to sleep realm, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Okay.
No, we're not using you as bait.
We kind of have to.
Well, it's
It's-
tethered to her.
Not gonna leave her alone, whether or not we want to use her as bait.
Well, no, we're not going to leave her alone. I mean, we've seen that we don't need to leave her alone, right?
Yeah. So I'll go in the dream realm. I understand that it's what's happening, so I can fight it off until you guys. Suck up
Nah,
the thing.
I was gonna mention that part. This thing's literally unfightable in its little dreamy realm.
Right.
I'm thinking the better strategy might be. Have you heard of lucid dreaming before?
Yeah, that's basically what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta work within the realm and the mechanics of dreams.
Right.
So, I'm saying the more nonsensical, the better, but run, hide, and barricade sounds like a better idea, at least till we can get you out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
So, like, no matter how ridiculous, just turn everything that gets thrown at you into, like, a building block to make a fortress. Does that make sense?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
The goofier the better, because you have to tell me afterwards.
Okay. I'll try.
Your dream, hun. You've got control of it. Oh, I need an acid.
I'll be okay, babe. Okay?
Kisses her on the forehead and walks off to the medicine cabinet.
Hanks, I have one more thing that I want to add to this machine.
By all means.
She's gonna program something into it so that when it activates, something happens. But I will reveal that later.
Is this a move or
No, it's an aesthetic thing.
okay?
It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just a thing that I want to do.
Okay, can you message it to me?
I will, yes.
Okay, then yes, you can do that. Are you going to try to do? You're going to do this without Hanks knowing about it, though.
No,
Or you're
yeah,
just-
no,
you're
he
just-
knows.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. So the plan here, as I'm understanding it, Hanks has created this super sucker.
With help, thank you.
With help.
We.
Abby is gonna go to sleep in the med bay, or where we get kind of get some locations here where things are getting set up at the Haven.
That could be good, because, if we need to, calm her down or whatever, we can
Or wake
monitor
me
her,
up.
too.
There's only one entrance.
Yeah, medbay sounds good.
Okay. Abby's going to sleep in the med bay. Sal and Ajax, what are you doing? Were you setting up? What are you doing to prepare?
Takes apart gun, puts it back together, flicks out Damascus steel knife, sharpens it some more. Being very neurotic about everything.
I guess Sal's gonna set up all the waterworks then, Hey, Ajax! Wet works! You get it? Wet? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna
Abby
kill
might
it
die
and
here.
get it wet. Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. Set up a bunch of just what? Shut up.
So
Yeah, we'll get a hose. We'll get water guns, spray bottles.
you
Just
got water balloons. We did
water
establish
balloons.
That. Okay, so
the camp bucket over the
The-
door.
The door is slightly
everything.
ajar with a bucket on top
Yes,
of
exactly.
it.
Yes. You read my mind. Yes.
we're gonna
The
humble
whole
on this.
shebang.
Okay, great. If the wet bandits were literally the wet bandits,
Exactly.
Ajax pulls out a canister of nitrogen. If it gets wet, we freeze it.
Oh shit.
Hey Sal, have you
hardcore,
ever
man.
played? Have you ever played Resident Evil?
No, I've seen it played, but no.
Yeah, there's a scene where they explode a nitrogen tank on this monster and they snipe it in the back, and shatters.
Cool.
Quite literally. Dink, dink.
Yeah. Nice.
From the med bay. Ha!
She gets it. Yeah, just booby trap with like the least harmful thing for any of us, so that's nice. Just water everywhere. And yeah. He's sharpening knives and Sal just like opens her coat for like the set of 8 that she's got with her sword on the back. Yeah.
Finding a good song. Hold on.
I mean, that one was quite creepy. Not gonna lie.
This one's called Nightmares. I'm going to use this one.
Oh, appropriate.
All right.
GameMcLeod.com. Sorry. He's the best.
So, Abby, setting up in the we can kind of get the camera pan. Big old sucking machine is in the I imagine like the pump is still in like the what? Because I said sucking machine.
Big ol' sucking machine was my name in high school. Carry on.
Hey,
the pump itself and the tank are still in the garage area, and you just have a massive like hose that you've dragged and led through the haven to.
massive hose was
Massive hose was also my nickname in high school. Carry on.
Ayo!
This is why I said at the beginning of this that I didn't know if it was going to be creepy or just ridiculous, and yeah, we're straddling that line.
I know a thing or two about that. Carry on.
It's okay, Val. It comes in 3s. We're done. Keep going.
I just need a second. Okay. All right.
And Rob's gone.
Hanks is set up somewhere outside the med bay to use this contraption. Abby, inside the med bay, ready to go to sleep. Are you like medically inducing sleep, or are you just trying to zone out? Okay.
just trying to take a nap.
Ajax and Sal with their various weaponry. Sal with her water balloons. Ajax with his gun. And everybody
Clear
sort of,
green water gun.
yeah. Everybody is sort of tense and on edge as this begins to begin to wait. Finally, Abby sort of dozes off, drifting off to dreamland. And Abby, once your eyes fall asleep, you just reopen, and you're in the med bay still, sitting on the table. You look around and you realize everyone's gone again.
Okay. Abby's going to attempt to make a brick in her hand, just to see if she can do it.
Okay. Nothing immediately bearing down on you right now. You just kind of like focus for a second, dreaming you're in control. You think about your hand, like feel the weight, imagine the size and the shape of it, and kind of slowly materializing in your hand, you like suddenly feel this weight of like a brick. You realize there is some amount of control that you have here.
Yep. Okay. She just kind of like says to herself, like, okay, guys. Hopefully this goes quickly.
All of you out in the haven, seeing Abby has fallen asleep, you begin to wait. And time passes and things are just quiet. I occasionally hear the creaking of the metal scaffolding of the upper levels of the haven, No fluttering of bats because there are no bats in this cave. Sal. Ooh, no. Here's what happens. As you guys are waiting, you turn and you look out towards the garage, which is the entrance leading in where the waterfall is, and you can see the fluorescent lights that are set into the ceiling along the garage, illuminating the different vehicles in there. And one at a time, you watch as doof, 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 doof. They begin to go out.
Get ready.
Abby, in your dream, you begin to hear a sound. Something grating, like metal against metal. And you look out and you can see the haven itself has kind of disappeared beyond the door of this med bay, and everything's just sort of dark, endless sort of abyss out there, in like a dream where there's no real like boundaries or anything. And you see something moving in the distance and just hear this like grating and this grinding noise. And then stepping out of the darkness, you see a tall shape, not the creature that you've seen before, but a massive lumbering 8-foot tall shape. And you realize last week you watched Silent Hill with Ajax, and you see Pyramid Head come walking out of the darkness, huge blade in hand.
Oh, you can't do this to me. Okay, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
Barry, coming straight towards you. What do you do?
Oh boy, I don't know anything about the Resident Evil games other than, or the movie, other than the fact that there is Pyramid Head and he's a hottie. So I am going to, I am gonna summon, if I can, the chick from those movies.
Oh, you're gonna summon Cheryl Mason into your dream here.
To help me fight Pyramid Head, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to act under pressure.
Okay.
Does this count as I've read about this? You've seen
I
it?
mean, yeah.
You just always get to do it, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna roll sharp instead of cool. That's an 8.
8, mixed success. Okay. Suddenly the walls around you fall away, and you're just in this infinite void with Pyramid Head moving towards you, and then the walls then sort of reform, and there's just a massive hallway in front of you with spikes and hooks and all sorts of jagged metal jutting off from all of it, and you concentrate for a moment, and you and just as this creature is about to bear down on you, and this has this massive two-handed executioner blade which swings overhand towards you, the sparks lighting up the ceiling, you feel this sense of like peace for a second, and you see a shape or something moving off to your right, and there's like a passageway that opens off to the side. You see someone, a blonde-haired woman, late teens, early 20s, is kind of running down that hallway in the opposite direction, seeming like guiding you into the maze here. You can follow and sort of dart past, like moving that way, but you realize like you are going to be leaving your current location. You're not going to have any idea where you're going, and you're kind of losing that sense of like security that you were at, that you had previously.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow her.
All right, you start running that way. Something in your mind guiding you that you've manifested for just as the blade crashes down. and you start running. And as soon as you start running through that doorway, this vision, this setting gives way, and you're just running through forests. Continue to follow some sort of guiding presence in the distance, but knowing there's some sort of danger behind you, everything sort of transitions. Those of you in the Haven, the garage goes completely dark, and everything is still for a second. And Sal, you turn to look at Ajax and watch as behind Ajax, forming from sand out of the ether, is the spindly umbrella carrying creature, just as its claws rear out and he tries to drive them down into an unsuspecting Ajax.
Hit the deck! Water hose.
I'm gonna say this is a protect.
It's
Someone
right
roll.
behind me, isn't it?
It's right, but yeah, exactly.
We're gonna go with it. This is you're trying to prevent harm to another character, so I'm gonna have you roll tough.
Tough. Okay.
Get some action music going.
So 9.
Okay, a 9. You protect them okay, but you suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get.
I'll take it all. Don't care.
Okay. You realizing you bring up your water gun or the hose and you're about to spray it. I think you just like you lunge forward as you're trying to spray water in the direction of this creature. Some of it is seeming to like catch the edges of the umbrella and wash off, but you push Ajax out of the way, and the Sandman, one of the clawed hands comes jutting forward, driving into you, Sal. You take, what did I write? 5 harm.
Oof.
Reduced by your armor.
Okay. 2. Okay. Oof. For Sal, that's hefty.
Yeah. So Sal is just straight, like the claws of this creature driving straight into her chest. As you're pushed aside, Ajax. Hanks, you also see this happen. As suddenly this Sandman has manifested.
Oh, sister. I want to shoot it.
Oh, shoot it.
How close do I want to get to this thing? Ooh. I don't want to stray away from the
device.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my laser cannon.
Okay.
It's far.
You roll to kick some ass.
Pew pew. Go pew pew with my laser cannon. Oh, that's an 8.
8. Okay, that is a mixed success. So you're gonna trade damage.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, you inflict harm on each other. Okay. Well, how much damage does your laser gun do?
2 harm, please.
Does it have any effect on armor?
It does not specify. The tags are far, quiet, and batteries.
Okay. The lightning hits as this as you fire this black, because it's like electricity, right? It's a zap.
It's a laser. I have a lightning gun.
Oh, right.
But that's like my close-up weapon, and it's a little stronger.
Okay.
But I also didn't want to get too close.
So the laser beam fires from this gun.
Oh yeah.
And it pierces straight through the center of the chest of this of the Sandman. who just turns to you, those green eyes, kind of dull green eyes flashing for a moment. The sand just heals back up. Doesn't seem to have had any effect on him at this moment. And as you kind of look in his direction, retaliating, just holds out a hand towards you, kind of flings it in your direction, and you see bits of almost like it's flesh sort of ripping away. It was just scatter into sand, with pelts Hinks in the face. Hinks, you take 1 harm, which if you have any armor can reduce it.
Mm-hmm.
And Hinks, as you're staggering backwards, your eyes open, you look around, and Sal and the Sandman and Ajax are gone. As Hinks has just poof.
I
asleep.
have a question.
Okay.
I'm wearing goggles when I
Oh
operate.
man, you are
shit.
wearing goggles, aren't you?
Does
Damn.
that? I know it's not technically like.
No, but I gotta honor the fiction. It has to get in your eyes. You're immune to the Sandman's sand.
They're not
goggles.
just for fashion.
It just poosh. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Tony Stark with them.
What the fuck? Ugh.
And you see the creature just kind of growl in your direction. Just seems angry that was completely useless. Goggles, it's worst
The
enemy.
feeling is mutual. He ejects the batteries on the gun and reloads it.
Ajax, what are you doing?
If Sally had dropped the hose, he's gonna roll over, grab it, and just like yell, "Hey, pitch black!"
All right, go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
That was weird. 7. Big success.
7. Okay. You're gonna trade harm. The harm for the hose right now, it's not gonna do any harm to the creature, but it has now. The salmon is now doused in water, and its armor is negated. So it will just take any harm that is dealt to it. So you have made this creature vulnerable. However, it does, as the water hits it and it like tries to angle the umbrella to stop the blast, this torrent, and it just strikes out at you. Its claws raking across your neck and shoulder, and that's going to be 5 harm.
And Ajax is unstable.
Reduced by armor. Let's
Armor,
see.
dude.
I have 1 armor.
Oof.
Ooh, that's not good. The creature kind of like now soaking wet, umbrella trying to stop the water from blasting. It's staggering backwards, like turns towards the medical bay, like seeing that it's not going to get its quarry and feeling vulnerable right now. Just is like trying to retreat away. No,
you don't, motherfucker!
I'm chasing it with my lightning.
Jumping on
gun.
his
That
ass.
thing's wet.
Okay, Hank, seeing the moment to strike, just pulls out his lightning gun and starts charging.
Can I
with
do
the
like a
barrel.
joint move with Hinks where Ajax just like uses his unholy strength to huck the nitrogen at it?
Yes.
Is anyone going to inform Sal about this? Because she just jumped at it.
Y'all motherfuckers. Abby leaves for 5 seconds and it just falls apart.
Technically, she's still there. She's just asleep.
Yeah, we're
but
gonna
it's
okay.
fine.
So we're gonna resolve this triple play here of whatever the fuck this is going on. Abby, you have followed this like guiding presence through this this dreamscape, and you're running through the forest and you feel something like moving behind you, something dark and oppressive, and that light of that you saw Cheryl before, like guiding you through the forest, it ends at a cabin, which has the porch light on, sort of nicely lit, with the front door just slightly askew, sending a crack of light out into the front porch. Do you go through it?
Abby's feeling a little cocky. I think Abby's gonna try and turn Pyramid Head into Ajax.
Okay.
So, like, taking off the mask, it's Ajax.
Now, is this Abby or is this LB living out some
Okay,
sort of...
you know what? Let me have this one.
I like that this is coming off of the I leave for 5 seconds. Meanwhile, she's having the Abby equivalent of a wet dream.
Hey. They threw a Pyramid Head at me.
We
It's
did
not my
squirt
fault.
down the Sandman, so technically, yeah, it is a wet dream.
Yeah.
I hate this. I hate this so much. This game has become 1,200% more horny lately. I hate it.
It's quarantine, Rob.
I did.
Quarantine
I just
stuff.
like the best thing
Y'all got
to do.
issues.
We all know this, but I'm just saying the best thing to do to stop the pursuer is to change who the pursuer is. It makes sense.
Okay, so the pursuer behind you is Pyramid Head is gone now. Pyramid Head
Oh.
has disappeared. It is just a black shadow nightmare cloud that is coming behind you.
Just kidding. Going into the house.
But this does actually connect a little bit because as you push into the house, the door closes behind you. You're in a nice, like, cottage home. Fire crackling, TV on. Sitting in the chair, you see Ajax, a little bit older, like little bit like I don't know, whatever Abby's like fantasy of Ajax would be in about 5 years.
Bearded.
Beard, a little bit of a beard and stubble. Watching the game, you hear the sound of giggling upstairs of a couple of children. You see kind of this like very like Stepford home experience. You look down and you're actually like wearing like a I Love Lucy style like blue dress. Like everything is just sort of perfect and like I said, very Stepford.
Okay. Abby still knows she's in a dream. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Abby's going to she pauses for just a moment and kind of takes in the environment around her, like smiles to herself, and then moves to the kitchen to go for like a butcher's knife. And I think as she does, she'll say like, "Babe, where's your sword?"
Should be in my trunk upstairs.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, Travis, I know I owe you like $50. I shouldn't have bet on the Buccaneers.
Okay. She's gonna grab the knife and like put it in her pocket, I guess, and then she's going to move upstairs.
Okay. Move upstairs. There's a play area, like there's a little tall stairwell which seems to go on for a little bit too long based on how tall you picture the house being from the outside. And at the top of the stairs is a door, and you can hear the laughing and giggling of children beyond that door.
Is that the only door?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You head through the door, and as it opens, the laughter stops, and you enter another dark space. This is the main living area of your home, the mansion that you grew up in. Big, open, like foyer area. But it's completely dark. No candles, no lights, anything. It's just pitch dark in here.
Oh boy.
And the door behind you is gone. And suddenly you hear a sort of a growling noise, and you turn to your right, and a 8-foot tall werewolf comes stepping out from the darkness. growling as it is holding Ajax's lifeless body in one hand and hurls him to the side, crashing into one of the nearby pillars, his throat slashed, and the werewolf then comes like stalking towards you, blood and gore dripping from its mouth, like it's about to strike.
Okay. Whew. Boy, Abby is going to be affected by this. She's probably gonna start to cry. I think she's going to manifest wings and start to like power fly away.
All right, go to make a active pressure roll for me again.
That's an 8.
8. Okay. You like taking a moment of hesitation. You concentrate and you try to figure out what's going on. You focus, and suddenly you feel this like lifting sensation. You feel, okay, I can fly. I can move, and like anyone who's ever lucid dreamed, you start flying. But the werewolf, the were creature, kind of lunges towards you and slashes out, and you feel a searing pain in your leg as this happens. You take 3 harm as the creature strikes you. However, you are able to escape. And as you're flying and moving off, like flying to the ceiling, and the ceiling gives way to night sky, and you just keep flying and flying and flying, trying to move, you still feel something chasing you. You feel the need to keep running, but you don't know where. Back in the Haven, Hinks levels the lightning gun. Ajax tosses a can of liquid nitrogen. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And Sal jumps at the creature.
Sal, no!
How do I want to resolve these?
I think Sal did technically go first.
Yeah, Sal,
so
you
can she
roll
do
to
that
kick...
and go, oh shit!
Yeah, Sal, roll to kick some ass first, and we're going to see how yours goes, and we're going to kind of domino off of that.
That's fair. It's a 9.
That succeeds, so you're going to trade harm. What's your harm?
Her harm is a 5.
Oh shit. Okay. Do 5 harm. The creature, as it as you using your sword, or what are you using right now?
She's using, because she still has it at this point,
spear.
the big ass spear.
You drive the spear straight through the chest of this creature, and it lets out a guttural kind of screech as this happens, and it just reaches out and it claps a hand onto your face, and Sal falls asleep. You take 1 harm, and Sal just falls kind of limp against it. At the same time, liquid nitrogen canister. So Hinks, why don't you make your attack? Roll to kick some ass. Assuming you're still going with the lightning plan.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh no.
I'm guessing that I don't actually mark experience, given this is an alternate universe one shot.
Okay, I'll yeah, I don't know if Savannah's gonna count any experience from today. We're just mark it separately somewhere. I'll ask her later and find out.
Okay, it's no big deal. I would have leveled up.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask her if she's gonna count experience, but yeah, just mark it
Sounds
somewhere
good.
separate for now.
Snake eyes, my friend.
Anyway.
So there's no way that Ajax can help with this.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So you
Can't
get your
kill
ass.
Sally. She's already. Stop it. She's already dead.
Is luck only used on my rolls?
It's on your rolls, or you can do it to keep from taking damage.
Got it. Okay.
So it's up to you. Again and again with luck. I'm assuming if we're gonna enforce, if it's gonna be XP, then your luck will actually be spent if you guys decide to use it here. But yeah, you cannot use it luck on Hanks's rolls. Hanks would have to use luck on his own roll.
Nah, I'll take the L.
Yeah, I think what happens is you fire the lightning gun, the nitrogen canister crosses the stream, it's hit, liquid nitrogen explodes right into your face, Hanks. And Ajax didn't quite get the trajectory right on that one, and that's going to be, we'll say, 2 harm.
Owie.
To you. Ajax,
Ah,
what do you do?
big ass sword, 3 harm hand messy, heavy.
All right, seeing the liquid nitrogen explodes and Hanks just gets like sent flying backwards, the concussive blast, like face kind of frozen.
God damn it!
Jack Nicholson at the end of God, why the movie just leave my
Shining.
The Shining. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just blasted backwards, and going to roll to kick some ass, trying to save Sal from her fate.
14.
Damn. All right. You
That's
get
my man.
Unless you have advanced this move, you get to choose an additional effect.
1 second.
Inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, force them where you want them, or gain the advantage.
I remember there is one that's like you inflict your normal harm and you don't take damage, correct?
No, you suffer less harm. You'll suffer 1 less harm from their strike.
Terrible harm.
Okay, so you're going to suffer 1 more damage on your strike, and you will suffer the full amount of the harm leveled against you.
Yep. So that is 4 harm total.
Okay. You slash out with your sword, cutting this creature in 2, and it collapses into sand shards on the ground. Like the whole thing just kind of collapses away, the creature having been destroyed. So two things are going to happen while it is slashing you, Ajax. It slashes back, and you're going to take another 5 harm.
I'm gonna luck that one for no damage.
Yeah.
Something really wrong happens in my sect after this.
And you dodge it just barely as it strikes out at you, and avoid its wrath. But it has been destroyed, and Abby, just as that black gloom is right, you feel your leg just in terrible pain. You feel something moving behind you. You snap out of it, and you wake up.
As a final quip, Ajax will use the voice activation in the cave and just yell, Roomba, lab, now!
You do also have the vacuum.
Please use the
wet vac.
vacuum gas.
Yeah, Hanks would be stumbling over to the vacuum at this point.
Sal, you wake up too.
Did we get it?
Is my leg bleeding?
No. The pain goes away once you wake up.
Hanks, hit it!
What?
Activate the vacuum!
Yeah, I'm already doing it.
She meant sing Ghostbusters. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
As the
Da-na-na-na-na.
vacuum turns on, a song blasts over the speakers of the Haven as Enter Sandman begins to assault your ears.
God damn it.
To never land.
And you suck up the last bit of sand across the ground just as you see a hand begin to reform out of it, and then it is pulled into the wet vac.
Whew.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ajax!
Oh. Yeah.
Get him up onto the thing and start doing some healing first aid.
Okay.
What are you at right now?
He is
4?
at literally 4
Okay.
and unstable.
So I'll take him down 1 because we're in the lab.
Okay. It's fine. This is all. Hey.
I also say I'll take him down 1 right before I bring him to the lab.
You've captured the Sandman.
Woo!
You store the canister that it is the containment pod somewhere deep in the recesses of the Haven, where it will be studied by top men for the foreseeable future.
Who will study it, Val?
Top men. And that's gonna be it. You guys have succeeded on this mystery. I thought I was gonna kill one of you for a moment there.
Oh boy, you almost did.
Came very close. I realize how gentle Savannah is on us with her monsters damage, because I just made that by the book. So yeah, good game, guys. Everyone have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thanks for having me on.
You, Val.
I'm just glad I got to play the song. I got to do all the things I want to do. Sorry I didn't have Enter Sandman queued up.
That's
I went
okay.
a different route with it. I would have had that though. Awesome. Let's do the questions. Mark the XP separately. I'll find out from Savannah whether she wants to give everyone XP for this later on. So did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes.
We did.
In fact, we did.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Several someones. Mm-hmm.
And learn something new and important about the world.
Dear
Sandman.
Sandman is an actual short story. That shit's terrifying.
Yeah, that is. I actually based that. I mean, you can look that up. That is real. The Sandman is scary. Yes. And did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Abby's into some weird shit.
Happy's into some weird shit.
Yeah.
LB's into some weird shit. I don't know if it's Abby.
Also true.
You're the one that made it, Abby.
Fair.
All right, so that's 2 XP. Just mark that somewhere separate, and we'll figure that out at a later date. But awesome. Thank you guys all for playing. I'm so glad we got to do this today. I do love running this game, this system. So I was glad to get to throw a one-shot together. Thank you everyone out there for watching. We'll be back in a week for the continuation of our Mothman escapades. So join us for that. On Tuesday, we will be around at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, where hopefully, if Savannah's feeling better, we'll be running Land of Eam, which is a cute, adorable, not scary game, totally different from this. So definitely come join us at 7 o'clock for that. Anyone have anything they want to plug or promote before we get going?
I will be next Saturday, the 13th. I'll be over on Stella Luna. Stella was in here earlier. That's Stella. Doing a charity stream at 2 o'clock Eastern. This week is a Good Society week, and I get to play in a Good Society game on Saturday. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I'm always a bridesmaid, always a GM, never a player in that regard. But it's okay. I get to play now. Yeah, it's for charity. Come check it out. It'll be great. 2 o'clock Eastern on twitch.tv/Stella Luna.
Awesome. I'll plug on Wednesday over on LB Hackamup's channel, twitch.tv/LB
Oh
Hackamup.
my god, I know her!
We're going to be playing she's going to be running some more Monster of the Week. It's Savannah and I playing. It's the Pararomantic and the Romantic Interest.
Mm-hmm. With Jordan with PH and Sir Lucian doing their darndest to be Peter from the Deadpool movies, and I don't even know what Jordan's doing, but his character is amazing.
It's so good. I want to be friends with this this weird angel man. at 8:30, right? 8:30
Yep,
Eastern time.
8:30 EST on twitch.tv/LBHack'emUp.
Awesome.
Also check out my Twitter for the giveaway we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Later. I'm still setting it up. I need Lauren to give me a thing. It's fine.
Awesome. Anything else?
If you're all not tuckered out after that, also on Wednesday, I'm starting a new campaign over at Open for Adventures. It's gonna be fun.
Good.
Here's our actual artwork. I'll post it somewhere.
Awesome. Sweet. If that is it, then we will call it here for today. Thank you, everyone, for playing. Thank you, everyone else out there, for watching. And we will see everyone in 1 week. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.